Okay, so in this video, I want to attempt to change how you think about marketing your home service company. And it doesn't really matter whether you're a landscaping company, you do kitchens and bathrooms, you do only pavers on concrete, pest control, whatever it might be that revolves around home services. This will probably be relevant to your situation. So I'm going to try to do it with two examples here. We have company number one and we have company number two. So company number one has their Google My Business listing optimized, so they're getting leads organically. They have their website optimized, so when a lead visits their website, it's really easy for them to actually book in the time to speak with the owner. They generate their own leads through Facebook ads, Google ads. They have strong referral system in place, so they get leads organically. They have 10 out of 10 speed to lead, which just means that they get back to their leads pretty much instantly, which again means that they close at much higher percent. They have a follow-up and re-engagement system which allows them to close leads that maybe initially said no, but would be ready in around 2 months. And really what this means for company one is they're booked for months in advance. And I'm sure you know a couple of companies like that in your area where you can't get a time with them because they're booked for months, right? They can pick and choose which projects to work on, so they don't have to take on jobs that they don't really want to do just because they need money. These 2 points make it so that they can charge high ticket because they're in demand. And as a result of these 3 points, word of mouth for this company really snowballing, so they're getting more and more leads organically. So in essence, company one has a self-feeding system that grows the business semi-automatically. Of course, they will still need to look for subs, but that's whole nother kind of worms, right? And then we have company number two. They have 1 or 2 reviews on Google My Business because they don't really pay that much attention to their online presence. Their website is old, or maybe they don't even have a website, which means that people can't see their past work. They can't see what they're all about, and there's no easy way for leads to actually book in a time to speak with someone at the company. As for leads, they're waiting for leads to come in by themselves by some magic, or they're buying shared leads from Angie's List. We all know how that's working out. When they get leads, they don't really follow up with them, which means that they're closing at a really low percentage. On top of that, they have no systems to recover that deals, which means that if lead says no, that's no forever, right? They don't have system to get leads that said no today, and maybe want to get the job done in 2 months to get back to them. Which means that company number two is always hungry for work. They have to take on any work that comes their way just to keep the lights on, which in result means that they have to lowball just to get the job because that money is really important for them. And in result, because they're working with low quality clients, word of mouth for them is pretty much non-existent, right? So in result, they have an unsustainable system that really drains the business owner and is not fun to run whatsoever, right? So really what this all boils down to is abundance of leads, right? Because if you have abundance of leads, you will get more estimates, you will get more projects as a result of that, you will get more reviews, you will get more referrals, and you will have higher revenue, right? All that comes from abundance of leads. So this whole thing is exactly what we help home service businesses achieve, okay? But before I actually show you how we do it, I want to show you the returns our clients are seeing. So expected ROI and results. AEG Construction, for them, we closed $340,000 in new projects from around $2,400 in ad spend. From Tim Roland Landscaping, and they do artificial turf, we got 2 projects from $140, and we were getting leads for only $7 a pop. And for them, these 2 projects were around $26,000 or $28,000. And we're getting results like this with Facebook ads. Let me show you how. At first, we start with the research. We look at what your competitors are doing in your local area, what ads they're running, how long the ad's been running for, because the longer the ad has been running, the more successful it is. We look at their offers, what sort of creatives are they running, what sort of images, what they're saying in the ads. Basically, we get a good idea of what's in demand in your local area. and then we help you develop offer based on that. After that, we actually develop the ads themselves, and this is one of the ads that we run for Team Roland Landscaping. And as you can see, nothing too crazy going on here. You probably can do this yourself. Really what we're doing here is we have before and after photo, which really resonates with a lot of people who have backyards that look just like this, straight out of Afghanistan. On top of that, we have a special offer going on here, which really gets the lead flow going. And what we did here is we did $1,000 off if your yard is bigger than 1,000 square feet. This was a limited time offer, valid only for 2 weeks. In the result, we got a lot of leads in the pipeline. So we use ad like this to generate the leads. And as you can see here, with $20 per day ad spend, we were getting 1, 2, 3, 4 leads on 9th of April, 1, 2 leads on 10th of April, 2 leads on the 11th, and so on and so on. Only from $20 per day budget, okay? But it doesn't really end there, because you probably worked with an agency before, or maybe purchased leads before, and you know that lead doesn't really mean anything unless they convert into a job, right? So instead of just sending you the phone number of the leads, we actually pre-qualify them for you by having a conversation with them. And this is kind of how it looks like from our end, right? So we engage the leads that we generate pretty much instantly, okay? So this guy wants at least half turf. Then we ask, what's the best number to reach you? Then he sends his number, we call them, and then he sends some more details about his job, at which point we forwarded this lead to the business owner. Another example where you're located, when we got the location, what's the best number to reach you again? We get the number, we call them, then we give them price. He was okay with the price, and on top of that he needed pavers too, which means that it's a bigger job than just fake grass. This point again, lead gets forwarded to the business owner, either through live transfer, or we just send a number and the business owner calls the leads. So what this means is that instead of you having to call the leads, trying to get a hold of them, dealing with tire kickers, with prospects that are low quality and just want to know the price, we do it for you so you can focus on your jobs, okay? But again, there's a bit more to this. So once we forward the good leads to the owner, they take it from there, where they try to give an estimate, they try closing the lead, and if they succeed and get the job done, there's another step where as soon as you select that the job is completed, we send out an automated review request which generates reviews for your business on your Google My Business listing automatically. And this is really powerful because it's kind of like investing in 401k, right? At first, no big returns, right? But as time goes on, your returns grow exponentially. And that's exactly the same with Google My Business and reviews. If you get one review, probably nothing will happen. If you get 5, 10, 20, 30 reviews, suddenly you're one of the top companies in your local area. And this really helps you with that, because the alternative is you having to ask all your completed jobs for reviews manually. And me and you both know that you're not doing that, right? So what are the real tangible outcomes from a system like this? So you will get cash flow from consistent flow high ticket projects. You will get 5 to 16 new clients in 90 days or less. Really depends on what you spend on the ads. We recommend starting with $30 a day. You're no longer relying on word of mouth and Angie's List to get new jobs. You have a system that you control, which you can scale up or down depending on your availability and seasonality. You have a remote team that pre-qualifies leads for you, so you can focus on your work rather than dealing with low quality leads and tire kickers and people who just want to know the price. We do it all for you and save you a lot of time. As a bonus, you get more reviews for your business, which allows you to rank higher on Google and get jobs organically for free. So basically 2 for 1. Now I realize you might have your concerns and doubts if a system like this really works. And by all means, you should be skeptical, because there's a lot of people out there who promise you the world and deliver you nothing. I'm not saying that this will work for all businesses, okay? Because this demands fair bit of attention for you as well. Because we require all our partners to get in touch with the leads as soon as humanly possible. If you have pipe in your hands, we expect you to drop it and call the leads, okay? If you can't really do that and you're busy 24/7, this might not be for you. Other than that, you might be thinking, how much does something like this actually cost? Well, the price really depends on your goals and your current situation. We have plans starting at $750 a month to dip your toes and really see if you like working with us. And then we have plans that are 25 grand a year for companies that love what we do. They want to scale up their operations, number of crews, and they want to save a bit on marketing. Really, most of our clients fall somewhere in between there. What if it doesn't work for my business? Before we offer any sort of partnership, we always have a strategy called first to really get a baseline of where you're currently at, what you're doing, what your online presence looks like, how you engage with the leads. We take all of that into consideration before we make any sort of offer for you. And really first, we have to see if this really makes sense in your current situation. And if I don't think we're fit, I'll just tell you straight up, okay? Can you get me high-end projects? Yes, we can target top 5% households by income in any zip code, which means that we have access to people with money that want to turn their vision into reality. Either way, we always try to focus on getting you the biggest jobs that the market has to offer. That's exactly what our system is built for. I've tried Facebook ads before, they don't work. Really, the Facebook ads are just the tip of the iceberg of the whole system, as I've shown you before. We put as much emphasis on converting and nurturing the lead as we do on the ads themselves. Most agencies and lead providers only give you a list of phone numbers every day to call. We actually have a conversation with your leads, pre-qualified them beforehand, and only send them to you via scheduled appointment or live transfer if they're a good fit for what you do. So if you're currently closer to being company 2 but you want to be more like company 1, I invite you to book a strategy session with myself where we will look over what you're currently doing, how you're getting leads, how you're getting back to them, how you're trying to close them, what your website looks like, if it can be improved. Really, we'll look at your whole business and see if a system like this makes sense in that situation. I promise no hard sales. If you're not a fit, I'll let you know. If I think you're the most perfect company for a system like this, I'll let you know as well. If that's something that sounds interesting at all, click the button below this video and schedule a time that works for you.